Sometimes I'm such just a dumb guy. We went to the dentist and this guy showed us like, I don't know, something to do with the appointment on an iPad. I was like, those new iPads are pretty cool. I bought one that day. Like, how pathetic am I?
I almost did that recently. Where was I? I was like getting checked in somewhere at like where was it? Like a Nebraska Furniture Mart or something. And I was like, that seemed pretty efficient because they had an iPad.
Yeah.
Do I need one?
It's like what I have, but a little bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the apps don't work yet.
I'll never forget buying an iPad 5 years ago because I was like, man, I am just, especially then, I was shooting everything on my phone. Half of my day, I was just like on Instagram and stuff, just like trying to find ways to grow my following. And I was like, man, would it make sense? Get a nice iPad so I can look at a little bigger screen. But then iPad doesn't have apps for Instagram or some of them.
YouTube.
So I just remember I downloaded Instagram and pulled it up and immediately was like, welp, this was a waste of money.
This size on the like huge screen.
Yeah, it was the same size, just like not even covering the screen and just like blown out because
it's all blown out.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'd never used it.
I forgot about that. Yeah, there were so many apps. It's like, has Apple not prioritized the YouTube app on an iPad yet?
Speaking of like giving kids iPads, I used to have a hard rule. Like if I'm on a plane or something, I'm going to try to read. I'm going to try to say, now I give myself the iPad. I'm like, every flight now, I'm just like Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you bought the iPad.
Yeah. I've just given up on those.
Ooh, is it pretty nice for the airplane ride? I could see.
Yeah, so Kate and I especially will travel together. We started a trend of like I'll download a show on my phone and we'll like watch whatever show we've been watching together. So that I was like, I mean, we're on enough planes. We might as well spend $500 to not watch on my little
on
screen.
Hundreds of flights last year, and we're both like on his little phone.
Sharing,
it's like maybe we should have thought about this before.
We each have an AirPod in one ear.
We have one AirPod in each ear.
I mean, we could probably upgrade this setup. Any flights
justified. That is funny. I mean, everyone's like that. Though. You get in a rhythm doing something. Like this is the way we do it. And then you just need this one thing. You're like, oh my gosh, we're so dumb for not doing that. Good for you.
Or
guys,
like
though.
even having like a pop-it or like a phone case or something that would hold it. You know, we're like setting up a little.
Turns holding it.
We're like setting up something to hold it. You know, it's like. I mean, there are things for this.
Oh, I lose my mind whenever have you been on some of those new planes where they have finally adapted and there's like a phone stand on it?
Yes.
But also what drives me nuts is they even get fired up if that's down on takeoff.
Yeah. Hey, we're under 10,000 feet. Can you put up
a
the
2-inch
tray?
thing coming down? I mean, they just think people are just slamming their face on I've never understood the
flight attendants. They love the tiny amount of power they have over you. They get to boss you around.
Get that seat up.
Please.
If you want the passenger behind you to survive this landing.
Mask over the nose.
Mask over the nose.
What? Sorry, just to have it.
Just to have it.
Still say it. But yeah.
I'm still ticked off at Southwest getting rid of the peanuts. Every time they offer the pretzels, at least they updated a snack mix. They had a pretzel phase that was offensive. Just bland, dry pretzels. I always go, no.
I do remember being disappointed that they were like basically not salted. It was just whatever pretzel, just, compact bread.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're a little stale.
Yeah, it was
I've
hard.
gotten a few plain snacks recently. Specifically, I always want to go like Delta. They have almonds. I'm like, oh, that's a healthy snack choice.
Gross.
2 times I've gotten a package of rancid almonds.
Rancid.
Yes.
Rancid? Is that really the term?
Yes.
What does that stand for?
Very bad.
Okay.
You did actually.
They're like expired.
Usually Katie is the queen of it. Anyone like this? The expiration police? This expired 2 days ago. And she'll borderline like burn it in our house. I'm like, it's okay. It'll be fine. I mean, but the almonds, I did try an almond and they were like, I didn't even know nuts could like go bad. They tasted rotten.
They can go. They
Gamey?
go. Yeah, they kind of go like soury tasting. I don't know. It's gross.
Derek and I might like them then. Yeah. We got sour enough, like a warhead.
You got to try these gummies that Katie's newest pregnancy craving is like gummy snacks.
Which is very weird.
Which,
I didn't eat those at all before.
Those were good. Are they like healthy gummies? Healthier?
Supposedly, but no. They're Annie's, which is a organic brand.
Yeah, Jake, you know Annie's.
Yeah. Sophomore year homecoming.
Took both Annie's.
Speaking of
one of the metaverse
health, are you still on your like morning quote unquote smoothie trend?
Yeah, my wallet. I was going to show you my punch card. My punch card isn't talking for you. I think we've hit 7 times. 10th one's free.
Wow.
They actually catered his engagement party. Are we still doing the no sugar thing?
Yeah, for the most part. Rachel made puppy chow for the weekend though, and that was tough to resist.
That is hard to resist.
I do think still what's been 2 to 3 months now, I've not had like a dessert or a sweet by myself. You know, when they say like the first sign of you being an alcoholic is when you do it by yourself.
Yeah, right.
So at least when I'm having sugar, it's like, you know, with people and like, hey, we went to Andy's, here you go.
Right.
Or like, yeah, I made puppy chow. So yeah, still doing pretty strong. Herbalife wise.
How's your team?
It's still tasted better than ever. And I don't know. What I'm worried about is I'm always the only person in there. So I'm like, this store is going to go down at any second.
Yeah.
I gotta enjoy it while it lasts. They're not going to be around much longer because I don't think they have a lot of business.
They're struggling with their pyramid.
Yeah. They started with the top. They don't have much of a foundation. But yeah, it's tasting great. Good powder. Great powder there.
Shred that powder, man.